Ever wonder what's going on inside your body on, say, a lazy morning before you've even thought about breakfast? You're not eating anything, but you're alive, you're thinking, you're moving. Well, that's what we're diving into today. The incredible hidden factories inside you that work around the clock to keep you fueled, especially when your stomach is empty.
All right, let me ask you this. How does your brain, which is by far the most energy-hungry organ you have, stay powered all night long while you're fast asleep? I mean, it can't just power down and wait for your morning coffee, right? It needs a constant, steady stream of energy. And solving that problem is one of your body's most critical, non-stop jobs.
And here's the thing. The specific fuel it's screaming for is glucose. Your brain, your red blood cells, your entire central nervous system, they all pretty much run exclusively on glucose. The catch is, they can't store it themselves. They're picky eaters, and they need that steady drip of sugar from your bloodstream 24/7. So how in the world does your body guarantee this supply? Well, it actually has two brilliant strategies up its sleeve.
Solution number one is all about smart storage. The best way to think about it is like a well-stocked pantry in your house. It's ready for whenever you need a quick bite. In your body, this pantry is filled with something called glycogen.
So what is this stuff, glycogen? Just imagine a bunch of glucose molecules all strung together, kind of like beads on a necklace. It's basically your body's version of starch, which you find in plants. It's a super compact way to pack away sugar so it's ready at a moment's notice. When your blood sugar starts to dip, your body can just quickly snip off a few glucose molecules and release them into the wild.
But here's where it gets really interesting. It turns out we don't just have one pantry, we have two very different ones. Your muscles hold on to the lion's share of your glycogen, maybe 250 grams worth. But they're kind of selfish with it. That's a personal pantry, and that fuel is reserved for the muscles themselves. Your liver, on the other hand, has a smaller stash, only about 75 grams, but it acts as a community pantry. It's incredibly generous, releasing its glucose into the bloodstream to keep your brain and everybody else happy.
But you knew there had to be a catch, right? That 75 grams in the liver's community pantry, it doesn't last forever. After you've been fasting all night, or if you just haven't had carbs in a while, those shelves start to look pretty bare. So what happens then? Does the brain just run out of fuel? No way. Not a chance.
And that brings us to the body's second, and honestly, even more amazing strategy. If the pantry's empty, your body doesn't panic. Nope, it just heads to the kitchen. It becomes a master chef, capable of cooking up brand new glucose completely from scratch. And this process has a fancy name: gluconeogenesis. And the name, gluconeogenesis, literally tells you everything you need to know. Gluco for glucose, neo for new, and genesis for creation. So we're not just pulling sugar out of storage anymore. This is the incredible metabolic feat of building brand new glucose molecules from ingredients that aren't even carbohydrates to begin with.
And where is this metabolic kitchen? Well, the main hub is your liver. This powerhouse organ can crank out up to a full kilogram of new glucose every single day. That's a lot. Your kidneys pitch in a little bit too, but really, the liver is the undisputed star of this show.
So, what's on the ingredient list for our master chef? This is where your body gets super resourceful. It's an expert recycler. It can take stuff like lactate, which is a byproduct from your muscles when you work out hard. It can take pyruvate, glycerol that comes from breaking down fat, and even some amino acids from protein. And it chemically re-engineers all of it into fresh, new glucose.
Now, you might be thinking, okay, so making glucose is just burning it in reverse, right? Well, not quite. It's a bit more clever than that. The process of burning glucose for energy, glycolysis, has a few steps that are basically one-way streets. They're irreversible. So you can't just throw the car in reverse. To get around this, your body has to build some really clever bypasses or detours.
Okay, I know the chemistry here looks a little intimidating, but stick with me. You don't need to memorize the enzyme names. The big idea is simple. All this is showing are the three main detours that our master chef takes to get around those one-way streets we just talked about. These special bypasses are the secret to the recipe, and they're what allows the body to build a fresh glucose molecule from scratch.
Okay, so the body has this amazing chef in the kitchen, but who tells the chef when to start cooking? There has to be some kind of signal, right? Some sort of manager that gives the order to fire up the stoves? So what is it?
That signal is a hormone, and it's called glucagon. When your blood sugar levels start to drop, your pancreas releases glucagon into your bloodstream. It travels to the liver, and it basically gives the whole operation the green light, flipping the switches on the enzymes that run this entire glucose-making factory.
So let's recap. We've got the pantry, glycogen, for quick energy, and we've got the chef, gluconeogenesis, for making fuel from scratch. And having both of these systems isn't just a cool biological quirk, it's absolutely critical for our survival.
I mean, this is your body's ultimate survival kit. Together, these systems make sure your brain never goes dark. They stop your blood sugar from crashing, which is a really dangerous condition called hypoglycemia. They even power your muscles when oxygen is running low, and they clean up metabolic junk like lactate by recycling it back into precious fuel. It's just a beautiful, self-sustaining loop.
So let's put these two side by side one last time. Think of the pantry, glycogen, as your portable power bank. It's fast, it's ready to go, and it gives you a quick boost from glucose you've already stored. The chef, gluconeogenesis, is more like a full-blown recycling plant. It's slower, it's more deliberate, but it can create brand new fuel and run for a long time. One is for the sprint, the other is for the marathon.
When you boil it all down, it's just incredible. Your body is prepared for anything. It has both a quick fix for a sudden energy dip and a sophisticated master plan for when you go a long time without food. And it's all designed for one single purpose: to make absolutely sure its most important customer, your brain, is never, ever left without power.
It's just this beautiful, elegant system of resilience built right into your biology. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? As you're sitting here right now, what other incredible hidden survival codes are quietly